Yesterday, quick kind of summary and synopsis of TSM, their switch from Maggie and Seer to Caustic and Gibby. And I asked, are you guys going to start playing early rotate, or are you guys going to continue to play edge and fighting? And they said it depends. It really depends on the zone, depends on the situation. We're ready to play both play styles. We're ready to adapt. And that's exactly what you see here. Despite running a very early rotate type of comp with Caustic, where you can kind of post up with barrels and chill, they're actually playing edge instead, and they want to take some fights here if they can with any teams that might be rotating from Skyhook.
For holds here, potentially and arguably the best glasses aware.
And now they're going to be able to go into that next circle.
Well, let's take a look here at the map.
In the world,
is there
actually,
anyone behind
my bad.
TSM? Why are they so cautious? And the answer is no. Maybe they're just paranoid. For a team that's rotating late, they've been griefed before by a team ratting in zone. We know teams
best
like Old
posture,
Fury
yeah.
like to do
Yeah,
that.
that's the type of shit they be saying. Not gonna come.
Of the northern zone here, playing hard edge. I don't know if they're aware of Zeta right to their left in Fragment, picking up the scraps that TSM left.
Zeta was close by to them. I feel like they do have on their side.
Right?
Yeah.
Evan does have pretty good posture. Like that guy,
See where TSM want to rotate, as TSM is rotating away closer towards Landslide. The slow rotate here, I mean, they could afford that. They have the Valk, guys. There are some falling pretty low here.
You mean like I'm fucking in there?
A lot of these teams already taking up the real estate over by Thermal, and that's going to be key here because aside from TSM and Zeta, everybody else, and including FL, actually kind of hanging around Dome, has already infiltrated a lot of these buildings inside Thermal Station.
That's right. Orthros Fang from Japan. Japanese region known to have quite a few controller players. Pinatur, who's not competing with Fennel, is one of the top controller players in the region. Also an absolute savage in terms of his interviews. I love that guy. As we're on board right now with a little bit of a cheeky around the door battle.
What the fuck is that?
Let me in.
Yeah.
Look at this, he's building these Caustic trap walls.
And that's one of the best things about Caustic is your ability to block doors. And actually, I was talking to Hardeki about that. And they're not going to contest Optic at Mill anymore because Optic's ability to use Caustic to block doors is too strong. And there you have it again as the crowd erupts with the duplex chant here live in PNC Arena. Optic goes from shambles to success, from rags to riches, knocked being downed and looking like they're going to get taken out, to securing God spot. They are the best team at doing that. They're so incredibly gifted when it comes to secure the best position in the game.
Can we talk about how composed they were too in that troublesome situation with 100 Thieves to their back? 100 Thieves couldn't push because Ascend was also right there too. So with Dark Zero and Ascend catching them, they couldn't fully send it onto Optic. So that was fantastic.
That's right, and that's the issue with this new 100 Thieves playstyle. You don't have Anmu on Ashe to play aggressive, to open the door for them. You need someone to play that role, and they don't have that because they're running Watson and Newcastle. So again, in my eyes, this 100 Thieves roster, maybe they know something I don't, but I would like to see Anmu back on Ashe. I'd like to see that aggression come through. It doesn't seem to be working as well for them this way around.
Love it. They know that there's a team playing right underneath this bridge. Don't think they know exactly who it is, but with us seeing TSM, they won't be able to climb up that zip line with the Watson fences right there. Sunset actually keeping an eye just in case. TSM going to play this patiently, but with a lot of these other teams making their appearance on the bridge, look at this, 100 Thieves are now moving in. C1 IQ over to the side, and Optic Gaming, like you said, and like we heard in the comms, they're at God spot. They're not going to be moving anytime soon. They're going to be able to contest any other team that wants to pass through that choke point.
Yeah, that's right. Here we go. This is where Newcastle can be helpful, though. As on these late game rotates. And
oh my, what a fucking Newcastle.
Positioning here on high ground, shields dropped, a lot of defense coming through.
Even if it was a knock, you still thirsted. There's no reason not to.
We talked about it before. You highlighted
not trying to be like rude or anything, Zucks. Even if it's a knock, I don't think it matters because you should thirst all the knocks because it was their kill anyways. I'm pretty sure. He should have thirsted for KP, even if that was the case.
Flatline, the heart and soul of the Portuguese community. He's showing up big time. His mom's in the audience watching.
This is a new zone, no? I don't think we've ever seen this one. It's actually, wait, no, I lied. We have seen this one. This is the one that ends on top of the platform.
Actually, by another squad off to the other side here.
If it does pull that way.
Nox grenade at the same time.
Or the triple pills,
wherever you're going to be seeing that line of sight, and that's going to be important here too because they do know that it's Bolin actually moving off to the side.
That's right. I love how Crazy Raccoon is playing this. That's something the APAC North region I think does not do.
He reloaded after thirsting the one who was down. No, yeah, but like even there was
picking up some KP here and there.
I don't think he did. Did he reload? I don't know, but I think he just stopped shooting. I'm pretty sure he stopped shooting.
Pushing up, it's going to be Zero, the champion from playoffs. Misses that one for the full spread at least, but the late dome shield's going to come through. It's going to help them big time.
We get to see Dark Zero at their prime for the first time on the main stage right here too. Here in North Carolina, they managed to try to get a knock here. Jen Burden now following up, finds Poe's kill. Can we get another one? one. That's a wipe. Ascend getting taken out of the rip. They're going to be able to also get the res, and they're going to be able to hide right behind that caustic trap.
And that's what Dark Zero is so good at, those 3v3 pure gun skill fights. Obviously, Jen Burton on controller in his debut on LAN shows up big time alongside the champs, Zero and Sharky. This is the team that's been dominating the Apex South region for so long. The question is, can they go back-to-back with a championship this weekend?
Crazy here, especially with Jen coming up to the reigns.
And especially with them moving, rumor has it they'll be moving to North America after this and competing in the North American Pro League. So this is their last chance to represent Australia and Apex South.
That's actually crazy. The amount of practice, too. It's going to be insane to see teams, especially like Dreamfire out here, who are still holding on to this position. The fact that they had the awareness to disengage out of that choke point, they didn't like that position, so they managed to back away now. They're going to be able to hold this left side, and they're going to overlook a lot of the action here as they jump onto the train track.
They're full forcing it into the trailer.
TSM is also still
Wait, I don't know how I feel about this. They're literally in the fucking center. Is that really the play, guys?
They find a good position, an opportunity to reset.
They literally just say, yeah, I'm just going to sit in the center of everybody.
All 5 teams.
I don't know. Zeta is just gonna. I think Zeta is just gonna kill them here.
Running with Crypto and Watson. This is an aggressive Crypto Watson. Don't think they're gonna play passive like the APAC North teams play. They want to fight.
Nowhere to run.
They're just
you can't
stuck in
go
there
anywhere
now.
to hide. Zeta
I don't know about that, but
off to the side. 100 Thieves have been posted up in this spot with the Newcastle for a while. See Zeta Division now taking a nice little off angle, but they lose out on Taskmaster off to the right.
Hey. Look at 100 Thieves, making me eat my words here. This defensive team working out for them because they're able to get Godspot. It's a great rotation for them. As Dreamfire gets taken out to the back. Hands of Zeta. Right. Zeta turns. They find one. It has to be Dark Zero. Surely they're going to get the damage in. Only down to 2. They got to be cautious because Dark Zero can fire. They can shoot. They can hit hard.
But it's important here. We have the Watson ult right now inside of this train cart, which means none of these teams can actually contest with any grenades. No Nox grenade either. So they're going to play off to the side, but the pylon now gets destroyed here. You see now the arc starts getting sent out.
And it's actually Team Burger, their Australian counterparts here, also equally as skilled, pushing, trying to see if they can take this 3v2. They have the numbers, and they want the battle. Here comes the push. It's going to be MT Fried from Team Burger. He connects for one.
Nice.
Zeta Division is out. TSM right below them. Dark Zero nearby.
The crowd was giving all the love in the world to Team Burger, and all for the right reasons here, too. They've been playing so well.
TSM is in a really good, I mean, not TSM, 100 Thieves is in a really good spot, especially being Newcastle.
Now wondering, is TSM
I don't know if they're going to win because they have to jump down eventually, but I do think they're going to get like at least top 3.
100 Thieves, right to TSM, right to Crazy Raccoons. It's a stacked sandwich here, an Oreo cookie.
You know what they should do?
Who would you like the best, the cream?
They should jump. Their Newcastle should jump down, throw a thing right here, and then they jump down and try to land into it. They should do that, and then they get the game winning spot. That would be insane if the Newcastle did that.
Off to the side, so that way they can utilize it for some extra makeshift cover. Off to the high ground here, though.
A rare miss
because no one's gonna break their wall.
Look at Hal trying to get angles. Wide right, gets some damage, and is it enough to push? Probably not.
But he wasted his ult up there again.
So TSM has to play this really slow. Missed the thermite earlier. He wants that
one play.
But the damage comes in from the CEO.
I don't know.
He connects his Verhol stock. Sharky, Dark Zero. You may have won in Sweden, but TSM is back.
I know Dark Zero is still here. Gonna be able to try to get that finish, but they can't try to push in off to the side because then they'll be in the line of sight of that team that's holding onto the high ground right here.
Let's go, TSM fans.
Anything about that? Is there a team on? The drops. I bumped on us. Wait for Gibby. I give you ult to that. Break the gen.
Oh, good break.
Play slow. Shoot the other team across. Shoot the team across. Newcastle. Play my knock. Give me knock. Get the kill on the Newcastle. He's the last one. We win this fucking game. Win this shit.
He's low. He's bad in.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking go, baby.
TSM.
Good stuff.
Really good call.
Yeah, TSM was in a really good spot there. Being on the ground first.
And thank you for dropping me like just 20 bullets because I got a kill out of that.
I dropped all my bullets for you.
I know, I got a kill though. It was worth it. It was worth it. TSM!
Wins the 1v for the bread. And the crowd reacts with the 3-letter chant known and loved in esports.
their positioning from underneath the bridge to maintain the peace, stay out of the chaos, then rotate while everybody else is fighting upstairs to then play underneath that sniper tower where 100 Thieves stay posted up with the Newcastle from the very middle part of the game is insane. They eased their way into from that final circle closer to the middle, and that dome was amazing at the end there too, because it bought them a lot of time to wait for the other squads to jump away from the circle from the high ground.
Inability
He's
to finish
cold.
a
Look at that,
game
he's
because you don't
shaking.
have the utility is really costing 100 Thieves here. TSM with an insane late game finish in a 7-kill first place win.
Wow.
This is the TSM you know, making it to late game.
Burger
Not
had
always a ton
8
of
kills. They did a really good
because
job
they're
too.
not running a Maggie Sear Cup
They
anymore,
they
but
got
the placement
17
points. Are
points.
vital.
It's extremely
Burger
vital.
actually
I mean,
did really well this
12
time.
points minus every kill being 1 point here, so 7 kills with the dub means that you're going to have those
Even
12
Dark
extra
Zero, they got
points in your
6
pocket.
kills and they
Team
have 10
Burger, though,
points.
right
Like,
behind
they're
them with
13 points.
8 kills. They were actually cleaning up that side where the trade tracks are for that final circle, and they
How
look
do I have
fantastic
6 ads?
dominating that high
I mean,
Right, I gotta
following.
give a shot to Dark Zero.
Refresh the
6-kill
Twitch.
game for them, so they're just 2 behind Burger.
If you're subbing, you have ads, it's just like a bug.
And then of course, Dreamfire with an aggressive game. We know what Dreamfire is capable of. It seems like it's go big or go home for them, as they have these massive, monstrous, high aggression games, but they haven't gotten the placement that they necessarily need. IG picked up some kill points as well.